Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show here on a Monday, live at 6 p.m. Brought to you today by Boohoo Man. If you want clothing like what we are wearing, me, Yardy, Ty, and much. Bro, couldn't you actually, just an old black thing, you couldn't be a bit more adventurous today?
What's wrong with black?
It's all right, you know what I mean? But I'm saying...
Black is black.
Boohoo Man, the amount of stuff I've seen him send you.
Yeah.
Just an all black outfit, is that
Well, listen, I'm in the morning. Because as far as I know, Anthony Taylor's finished as a referee. So, that's
He's ready for this today. He's ready, people. Don't forget, get your comments in, get your super chats in, right? We want to hear from you, right? But as I said, don't forget Boohoo Man. You can get yourself an additional 10% off all of their clothing by using the code AFTV10, right? If you want a whole black outfit, blackout, like Ty in morning, you can get
Football
that.
morning.
If you want to go camouflage, military, right? Like Yardy, you can do that. Or if you're cold like me, they got some lovely overshirts.
Freezing. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Honestly, they got some great overshirts.
They have.
Check it out right now. Click the link in the description and get the code AFTV10. Use that and you get an additional 10% off. And they've got a sale going on at the moment as well. Welcome along to the show. Welcome back, Yardy. It's cold as Canada here.
No, Canada cold.
Canada's cold, isn't it?
Definitely.
Canada. Was it snowing?
Yeah, no, it didn't. It snowed just before I got there.
I heard they got some bad snow coming.
Oh, yeah,
from,
yeah.
Like, the whole of
they've already got
east
America.
side of America.
Them get a whole heap, man. Their snow just different. Like different type of snow up to here.
Do you know what? Talking of snow, coming home on Saturday from that game, it took me about 4 hours to get home time.
Is it?
The snow, because obviously by the time we finished doing the interviews and all that, and then I remember like Cecil's going, "Oh, should we go Nando's, man, and get something to eat?" I was like, I'm starving. Yeah, I ain't eating nothing.
Other chicken shops are available.
Absolutely.
On our way to Nando's, and I see the snow coming down. I'm like, hey, you know what? And then we couldn't find no parking there. I just said to Cecil,
Let's go.
Cecil, I'm going home, man, because I was driving, he was driving, me and Lee. I said, I'm going home. I was like, this snow's starting to come, man. Right? Bro, on the motorway, it was just like, when the snow's come down straight away, there's you can't even see the lines on the roads, cars slipping all over the place, and then you get idiots like, there was some truck guy, he's driving about 70 miles an hour, this close behind another car. I was like, I was there driving, I'm praying, I'm like, just get me home safe, man, get me. It was treacherous, honestly. And then you woke up the next morning, it was all gone, because then it rained.
Well,
but it was treacherous. The things we go through.
Enough about Anthony Taylor, Robbie.
The things we go through to go to football, to watch our teams play, only for it to be ruined, as far as I was concerned,
100%,
by a refereeing decision, Anthony Taylor. The game, of course, finished 1-1. Arsenal won, Brighton won, or should I say Brighton won, Arsenal won. Arsenal in control of the game at 1-0, but if you don't get that second goal, you're always in trouble. You're always in trouble. I didn't think we played well, by the way. We didn't push for that second goal. I know there was a lot of players sick that were even playing on that pitch. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Right? And we looked very below par. We didn't push for that second goal, and we're punished. Because if you don't get that second goal, anything can happen. It's exactly what happened. Controversial penalty given against Arsenal. VAR chose not to intervene.
What?
Later pictures have shown that it weren't a penalty.
They chose not to.
Well, what do you think?
It's a penalty.
Huh?
It's a penalty.
You felt it was a penalty, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
Why?
It's a penalty. He stopped the player. He stopped the player from getting past him to go and receive. Pedro headed the ball in a direction. Saliba missed it.
No, he touched it.
No, his hair brushed it.
He's touched the ball.
No, because he headed it that way.
He's headed the ball.
It's a penalty. My problem is...
It's not a penalty.
Hear my thing. It's a penalty. Hear my problem. We won't see it again.
It's not a penalty.
So it's a new penalty?
That's what I'm saying. We won't see that. It's a penalty because it happened. He got given a penalty. Something that's never happened in football, we've heard. Never. Since it's happened,
first time.
It's first time it's happened.
Just like that time with Martinelli, the double yellow card.
But
and Granit getting sent off.
For something that has happened for the first time in a game, VAR checked it within 3 seconds. For the first time.
I don't even think it's a penalty.
You've never seen it. No, but you've never seen this before. And you're looking in VAR on the screen, like, yeah, it's penalty. You've never seen it before.
Yeah, but Yardy, I don't even think it's a penalty because,
It's not a penalty.
He's headed the ball first.
Yeah.
So he's headed the ball. It's a clash of heads.
No, of
it's a
course it
coming
is.
together.
Of course it is.
So it's like when we've seen like, remember earlier on in the season, Konate, he clattered, I think it was Martinelli.
Yeah.
Clattered.
No, both of them. It was Martinelli and
It's Konate. When we played
Van
Liverpool.
Dijk.
yeah, you know, they sandwiched him.
He
and took
clattered
him out.
through
Yeah,
Martinelli.
and nothing.
And everyone's thinking, wow, penalty.
Nope.
But then when you look back at the replay, because he got the ball first, right? That's where they're reasoning for not giving the penalty. He
That's
got the
very
ball
interesting.
first, so they said he got the ball first, then he's follow through. It's
That's
coming
very
together. It's a
interesting.
clash of heads. He's gone ahead of the
Do
ball.
you remember
right?
Jesus last season at Villa? When they kicked his foot. He was about to take the ball,
Yeah.
and I can't remember which defender it was that kicked the back of his foot,
Yeah.
and he dropped down. He went down in the box. I got kicked, back of foot,
Yeah.
drop, no penalty.
Yeah. Honestly, and then let's have it right as well. João Pedro, the way he goes down, I think as well these players here
Need to be
that when
punished.
they're going down feigning head injuries is really wrong. Yeah, because you know it's a thing that quite rightly the referees are taking very serious in games now. They're stopping straight away when there's a coming together clash of heads on a pitch. You'll see them straight away call for they stop the game immediately, call for officials to come on. I've seen players just get a slight tap on the head, they're falling over, they're rolling around. It's wrong because this is a very serious thing, a head injury.
But he didn't come off the pitch.
He didn't come off the pitch.
There's nothing wrong with him, that's why.
But that's what
What's
I'm
happening off the
saying.
pitch for?
It's like it's a penalty. At the end of the day,
It's
it
not,
is
I
a
don't
penalty.
I don't think it was.
The
I don't
only
think
thing
it's penalty.
is that you won't see it happen again, and
I don't think it's penalty.
that's the problem with this stuff. Is
You don't think it's a-
Worst.
because we should have had a penalty. Gabriel.
Yeah, he pulled him down to the ground.
He pulled him out.
And
No,
what happened?
What happened? Gabriel is going one way to dummy him to make him go that way, and Gabriel goes to go this way, and he's pulling Gabriel down. His foot then kicks Gabriel to drop him. We know
And what
who is the
happened?
threat from corners.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
And what happened? Nothing.
Nothing. No VAR. I don't even know
what
if
I'm
VAR
saying,
checked it. So
they're
it's-
amateurs,
this
man.
is the problem.
VAR didn't even look at that
No,
incident
but my
properly.
Yeah.
problem is
Why?
the
They're amateurs, 'cause they're
consistency.
amateurs.
It's the consistency I'm having an issue with. Because again, we're gonna see this situation happen again in another game, and they won't get given a penalty. It'll be a clash of heads. Call on the paramedics or whatever. Come
Paramedics.
on, and then you two go off on the sideline. Come back on if you feel alright.
The worst thing
No,
is, Yod, and the worst thing is, Robbie, you know the ironic thing, which shows you that it's a knock, is a mockery, that he took the penalty. If you're concussed, how can you take a penalty? This is what I can't understand.
Well, he didn't say he was concussed, did he?
No, but if you fall like that, you must be, how are you able to take a penalty?
Because nothing's wrong with him. We know that.
No, but
it's a
couldn't
penalty.
the- no, but it's not. I don't think it's, couldn't the referee see that? Couldn't he see? That's what I'm saying. He's been done like a keeper, if you want to use the word. No. What it is
and
now.
it took long to give it as well. You know.
He
It's
didn't
like-
take long.
No, he stared.
stopped,
He was
he
staring at
stared.
it, and he was thinking, what you
Because
doing?
he
Yeah?
heard-
Are you
heard the
waiting for
crowd.
somebody to say to you, say, give penalty? The way he stopped wasn't like instantly blow the whistle and say, yeah, penalty. He was looking,
penalty.
and then it's like somebody saying in his ear, yo, give a penalty. Yeah, man, Arsenal, give the penalty. Give the penalty, no, man. New penalty we are giving.
I think now that we match-going fans are being failed by amateurish nonsense. Don't call the Premier League the best league in the world because you've got referees that don't know what they're doing and you've got people in VAR that don't know what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, I think VAR is a fantastic thing, but you've got people who don't know what they're doing in VAR. Because like you said, Robbie, off air, how can VAR see that and not tell him to go to the screen? I don't understand what
So
VAR
they
doing.
looked at it momentarily.
No, but because they didn't look at it at
They
all.
didn't look at it properly.
The
They
man
didn't.
never-
It's just not a penalty.
And they always do that.
You want me to tell you what happened? This is exactly what happened. VAR, them there make some tea, and biscuit, have them
other drinks
biscuit
are
as well. And them say,
Other
oh,
snacks are
when the
available.
penalty to who? Oh, against Arsenal? Yeah, man, good.
I heard
That's exactly what
I heard
happened.
Martin Keown was on the
Yeah.
radio and
Big
he,
up,
and he
legend
said,
Martin.
Martin Keown said,
Invincible.
he's noticed that in games when it's Anthony Taylor and Michael Oliver, because they're senior referee, he noticed that the guys in the VAR are always very, very
question, yeah.
reluctant to overturn any decisions.
All girls.
And he's asking the question, is it because they're very senior referee? They're considered to be two of the best. That shows you how bad
Best
they
of the worst.
right? Now,
Yes.
to me, there's something in that. I'm me personally, I've lost the faith in a lot of referees.
Me as well.
It's not just the Arsenal game. I've seen refereing decisions over the past
So
few
have I.
weeks. The one last week, Ipswich. It's a clear dive by Delap.
by Delap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
VAR looks at that. Oh yeah, there is a slight.
There was no
contact. It's a dive, man.
It's a dive, yeah.
That's a dive. He's dived to win a penalty.
It's not even just that.
And I'm just like, the whole thing with these referees, the whole David Coote thing, where to me that shows that showed me as a snapshot is that these referees
have bias.
They have a bias against
an agenda. Yeah.
So that guy's bias, David Coote, was against Klopp. He didn't like Liverpool, didn't like Klopp. You heard the sort of things he was saying against him.
Racist.
So what do you think is going to happen when a guy like that's refereeing a Liverpool game? Right? And you know, that's why I think this season, you've noticed with Arteta, even though on the weekend he was a little bit more scathing than he normally is on referees this season, but he's been very quiet on it because I reckon somebody said to him, yo, every time you slag these referees off, and
then ref your game,
they take a note of that. They don't like you, and they're not going to give nothing for you. So don't say nothing bad. I'm convinced of that.
Mikel's good.
These referees, the PGMOL, it's not fit for purpose. No, I did a video on it yesterday. Absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm done with them. Yeah. Right? I just see too many bad decisions. Yesterday, I'm watching the Fulham game.
Yeah.
The guy studs up on
Wilson.
Was it Wilson? He's right there, the referee. He didn't give anything. Fortunately, this one was so obvious that the VAR had to say to me, yo, brother, hey, listen, I want to help you out in that, but this one, you've got to go to the screen. That's
because
bad.
He doesn't play for us.
That's right? What are they doing? What are they, you know what I mean?
That's the question.
Why are they so bad?
But in that same game as
I know it's a tough...
But that same game,
it's a tough
Harry Wilson was on goal, get taken out, last man, yellow card only.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
Why is not a red?
Refereeing's not easy. It's not 100%. Easy, people.
Well,
honestly, it's a tough job.
They make it look easy.
Whether it be grassroots or whether it be at the highest level, refereeing is not easy.
It's not easy.
A referee is a human being.
Absolutely.
A referee can make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Let's have that clear, right? And Arsenal's defeat, it sounds like a defeat. It feels like a defeat. Arsenal's draw on the weekend, we got to take a lot of responsibility because we didn't play well. However, there's certain refereeing things that keep going on in Arsenal games that I'm getting baffled now. And I'm even starting to think maybe Ty's right when he's talking about they're against us and that, because,
of course,
like you said, never seen it before. We will not see it again.
Just like
Declan Rice sending off earlier on in the season. Have you seen that since?
Yeah. Trossard one.
Because there's been lots of balls. I see a game the other day where
they kicked it away in the Brighton
ball was on the cone. Right? The ball was on the cone. The player's about to pick the ball up off the cone to take the throw in, and the player had come off the pitch.
Yeah.
Trying to kick the ball out, run and whack the ball away so he couldn't pick the ball, and he got no booking.
It happened yesterday in the Man United Liverpool game as well.
Yeah. And now they've quietly they've
kicked away the ball. Nobody.
They've quietly phased that out. They've said to themselves, you know what? That rule, if we continue on with this, players are going to get sent off every week for second yellows. Was kill it.
They wouldn't mind if it's us.
Quietly.
Yeah, no, if it's us, they wouldn't mind. The thing is, you say about Mikel, I think, like I said, I'll say it again, he's one of the most humble managers. Because if it's me, and I heard they don't like me, I'll be cussing every time I go. I don't care.
Haaland would disagree with you.
Who?
That he's humble.
I don't care about Haaland. I don't know. Haaland thinks he's the best in the world.
Let me tell you something, Robbie. You said something about the referees. It's not easy.
It's not
human,
easy.
It's not
they're
easy.
humans and they make mistakes. I agree.
Fact.
VAR is brought in to stop that.
Exactly.
So how is the computer still? Listen.
But why don't we just now scrap VAR?
No, it's not that.
No.
What you need to do
you know what?
You see how VAR is set up. Yeah, you do not have to be a person that has played football before. You don't have to be somebody who likes football to go and work for VAR. Exactly. You just follow the rules and look on the screens and train them.
Do your job.
And then you send people in here that that watch cricket, that watch golf. Their sport is darts. That's their sport, not football. And let them go into these rooms and make the decisions. The problem is the same referees that are out there. It's ex-referees going in there, and they have their biasness.
And you've seen this season, they brought in this new, again, another thing that they brought in here in the Premier League, where it's like only at the last ditch do you overturn a decision, right? That's what the new thing they brought in the season, right? So you notice we're seeing things on the pitch where we're like, bloody hell, come on, ref, that's going to get overturned, and it doesn't, right? But that's because of this new ruling that they brought in. So if that's the case and you ain't going to overturn nothing, then just go back to the old days when a referee gave his, at least, you know what, I just blame the ref on the pitch and then I'd say, you know what, maybe the ref didn't see it properly. He didn't see that angle.
They had to bring in
but when you've got a VAR guy who's got the angles, who's got the cameras, who can spin it back, look at it, and he's still getting it wrong, there's something seriously wrong.
And they brought in the new one because the referees were getting embarrassed every week when their decisions were getting overturned.
How many do they get wrong in tennis? How many do they get wrong in cricket?
They don't.
Every now and again, the odd one they get wrong.
They don't, because you can review
How many
it.
do they get wrong in American football,
Actually,
in basketball,
you know
all
what,
these sports?
That's what they need to bring in. That's what they need to bring in. You know, basketball and tennis have it, and also cricket have it. Teams get a certain number of reviews that you can use up. You can say, I want to review that.
It's not even a bad shout.
No, they bring it in because
They won't bring it in.
They have to.
No, they won't bring it in because
It's getting beyond a joke. Like we said, every decision that you see for the first time is always us, and you never see it again.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, I saw you after the game. You're walking up the stage.
Man,
I was talking to
Brother, you were very angry.
I was angry. I was talking to someone. I was.
You were angry, man. I'm sure did you swear even?
No.
And I know you don't swear.
No. I didn't.
That
swear.
effing Anthony Taylor's.
No, I didn't.
I was like, right, is that time?
I didn't swear. But it's interesting you say about Legend Martin, because he also said, and this was when he was playing, he also said that when we were playing Manchester United, the Chiefs, the referees were calling their players by the first names and calling our players by surnames. So look at that. Already there's a bias there already. This is years ago. So if you're going to call someone by their first name, if there's a 50-50, you're liable to go to that team. You know, but it's just, the thing is, I agree with you. I agree with you that about it's not fit for purpose, but I don't think you should scrap VAR, because once you have it,
No, I may as well.
You can't.
May as well, man. At least when a goal goes in, I can celebrate, right? Because right now, I was for VAR, but it's not being used properly.
No, because
What's the point?
Yeah, because Robbie.
What's the point, man? What's the point? You give someone, all these cameras, all these angles. You put them in a room somewhere where they shouldn't be affecting, and you say, right. When the decision's wrong on the field, you correct it, right? And they don't do it. They even see to themselves and think, boy, I don't think that's right but I'm not going to overturn what he said on the pitch because it's my brethren.
Do you know what?
No.
You know what, Ty?
What's that?
I wouldn't be surprised if the referees are against VAR, that they're making it so bad that people start to change their minds to not want it no more.
It's a waste of time.
It's probably a thing we're saying it's not working.
Funny enough, you know, in tomorrow's game, right?
There's VAR for the first time.
They're going to have VAR in those semi-finals, right?
But they never.
And the referee, right, is going to be mic'd up, and so when he gives a decision, he's going to come and say what it is. That's that's going to be interesting.
I believe it when I see it, because
that's going to be interesting.
No, because what you
can I ask both on something? Newcastle versus Arsenal.
Arsenal versus Newcastle.
Wherever way you want to put it to VAR has been involved in these games. The ball went out.
Yeah.
VAR said it was in.
Oh yeah, remember that one?
What's his name? Scored a goal, pushed Gabriel in his back.
Yeah.
Head of the team. VAR was involved. And he said
no contact. Yeah.
Okay.
That when the man's talking about there's contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we excited for VAR being in the game tomorrow?
No.
I don't care.
I rather know. These man on it until they find some AI. I would like to see AI replace refs on the pitch and
so do I, because they'll do a better job.
Get rid of them, man, and just have an algorithm.
Man. I'll go back to what I said. Start bringing in different foreign. Let these go to Spain and bring Italian. Well, not Italians. Bring the Spanish and the Germans and them. Yeah,
when he was with.
But let me get into some super chats. Mr. Kaplan, big up yourself, Mr. Kaplan. Says, big up family. What are your 3 biggest wishes for 2025?
Ooh.
One each. I'd love to see us win the league, man. Please.
That's a great shout.
I want League or Champions League.
Right.
You got 3 wishes, you're going to have 1.
I'll go with the Premier League.
All right.
Well,
I'll go Champions League then.
My wish would compass all our teams, all age groups, that we all win a major
You're
trophy.
only allowed one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. One for
No, but
every.
you can't you're encompassing it. So you're getting greedy now. The man said 3 wishes, right? We say we're taking 1 wish each.
Okay.
He went for
One
the league.
wish.
I've gone Champions League. Right, so give it up.
Ray J.
One wish, Ray J. Well done, Robbie.
Maybe 1 wish is that I don't hear no more of these little music references that every time I chat about something. Right? The dog
You only
says,
got it. Okay. All right,
the
go on.
dog says, big up. Are you? Shall I say that?
No, if it's disrespectful, you're not going to start cuss. If you say it and they start, I'm going to cuss them. So,
He doesn't like your hat though, Mr. Dog. He doesn't like your hat.
oh,
right?
really? What's we giving?
Kaiser, big up
Kid's
to
boom,
Kaiser.
man.
Right? Kaiser says, hi Ty, I want to celebrate with you.
Right.
Not only an exceptional biathlete, but an extraordinary woman, Ingrid Landmark Tangervold. Please, Ty, thank you, Ingrid, for being a champion in every sense of the word. Now, this guy, Kaiser, Franz, he always sends in messages to us when we are on DR Sports.
Okay.
About this, I think she's, this triathlete.
Okay, big up.
I don't know. We need to do research and find out who she is.
Well, big up,
He-Man
Rob.
says,
Big up, Rob.
my problem is that this is a domino effect. The police are still investigating Pedro's elbow, but yet the PGMOL, VAR and the referees don't
coded.
see it as violent contact.
Which is-
Pedro should not even have been on the pitch. Remember that? A lot of people said he should have been sent off.
Fantastic point. A fantastic point.
Didn't see that one, did they? Wayne Sage says the fan base is overreacting. Arsenal currently sit on the same points, 40 as last season at this stage. Second in the
that's
league, title race, and third in the Champions League standing. Calm down. I must say, I saw some real overreactions over the weekend.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, you go at Brighton away, you get a point. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Even after the game, on the way home, even though I was fuming, I was kept driving and thinking, maybe it's not the end of the world because, we
have
have
lost.
2 difficult away games. Brentford away, they've been great at home. Here, it's not easy. They beat Man City here. Not the easiest place to come to, but we should have went for it a bit more. But
But you see
as
the
it
point
turned
that
out,
you see the point he
United
made?
saved us.
You see the point that he made, like, I get some of the meltdown I've seen, I get it. And when you speak, people might feel like you're having a meltdown. Because I made a point about that as well, that we have not improved since last season. Because,
we have.
no, hold on, listen why I said it. It's because we have the same amount of points after the same amount of game, right? And we are still the same. So that's not an improvement.
Are we more resilient?
Hold on, no, we are, but I'm saying we haven't improved in
All
the
right, but
sense of points, put it that
Okay,
way.
we haven't.
Right?
Okay.
So my thing is,
At the moment.
my frustration now comes to, why is that? Okay, players have been injured, players have been sick. Unfortunately,
Injuries has definitely played a
play
part.
a big part.
I mean, last season,
Played a big
you had
part.
Ben White every game, he's been injured.
No, I know.
You had Saka,
Bukayo.
he's been
Odegaard.
injured. You had Odegaard out for 3 months.
Yep.
Martin, yeah.
We're
No.
not going to have a bit of drop-off
I
if
get
those
that.
big players
But
are
what I'm trying to
missing.
say, what I'm trying to say is, my point is then, this is what frustrates me about the transfer window that we had in summer, where the key parts was not, because,
Striker.
let me explain something. You see, Odegaard, that people might our people not really understanding is that he came back from an injury. He was away for 9 games, 10 games, I think it was. He was out for a long time. He's come back from an injury. We know when players come back from an injury, there's a bit of them in their mind that always is never fully, they don't get up to speed straight away, because I feel like they have a bit of fear in them, is the injury fully recovered enough? Can they go in for a 50-50 challenge or something? So they have that resilience to go forward at certain challenges. And also, Odegaard has no pressure in the squad of losing his spot. Neither does Saka. These 2 players can start every game without even having to put 100% into training, because
But they're the main guys.
exactly. But
but
if
that's everything.
No, hold on, no. But if we strengthen in the summer in the
but we
key
would've never
areas,
been able to replace them,
is
though.
that we wouldn't notice Odegaard being missing if we had a replacement for him coming in.
but
What can we get?
you know one thing, like sometimes, right, we have to look at other teams as well, right? I agree with you, we should have
Yeah.
strengthened. There's a striker we should have got, right? But every team's got players that are their main guys.
Yeah, we know that.
Haaland's the main guy
Yeah.
at City.
Yeah,
right?
we know that.
There's no backup really to Haaland. He's the main guy.
No, but
If
if,
he- right,
if
but
he
he's-
scored 1,000,000 goals last season, obviously,
Right.
who are you going to get to back him up?
Salah is the main guy at thing. There's no. If he's out, there's no proper backup to it. Who's
Yeah.
gonna- you can put
it's
players in that are good, but you know what I mean. So you're not going to go and get a player that's equally as good
because they
as
won't want to
Martin
sit on the
Odegaard.
bench.
And you could argue,
They won't want to sit on the bench.
you could argue, I remember we had this conversation before the season started, not with you, but I had this conversation with the guys before the season started. We saw Wanyeri in pre-season. We're like,
Ethan,
hey,
big
this
him up.
guy's good.
Yeah.
Man. Like, this guy's proper. If you go and buy, now,
What happens to
another backup, what happens to him?
No, but, listen, he would have
That's
got
a good
games.
point.
He would have got
Where?
his...
Where would he have got games?
In the Carabao Cup,
If you went and
Carling
bought,
Cup,
a backup to Odegaard, right? You bought a backup to Martin
Yeah.
Odegaard,
He's got to play.
and everybody's fit. So Odegaard's fit, Saka's fit. Where would Wanyeri?
All right, so put it this way. Let me just put it this way, right? All right, who replaced Nelson? Sterling.
As backup, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But he's hardly played. Because Saka's fit.
No, we
he
know
don't
that.
play.
We know that. Smith Rowe. Who replaced him?
Marino.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, who replaced Xhaka? Who replaced Xhaka?
Declan.
No.
Well, Xhaka went the previous. Xhaka didn't go last season. He went the season before.
No, he did. He went the season when Declan. No, yes.
No, he went the season before. Xhaka went there last season.
So who
Xhaka was by Leverkusen.
So, who did Eddie get replaced? Who replaced Eddie?
That's the one. We didn't
Who
get a
replaced
striker.
Fabio that's gone
That's
out
the
on
one we
loan?
didn't get a striker.
Fabio
Vieira, Wanyeri coming. That's what they pushed
So
Wanyeri
you're
forward.
saying Eddie
Wanyeri was promoted.
and who didn't get replaced? Eddie
didn't get replaced.
and Elman Smith Rowe. You're saying
Emil Smith Rowe's Marino.
So you
but
feel like
Marino was out at the start of the season. But Marino really was that. Marino sort of that. Because really and truly, even Smith Rowe didn't play all the time last season. And he weren't really the proper replacement for Xhaka.
No, but
Because,
I felt like
I
felt like he could have been the cover for Odegaard.
Where we've effed up for me is we didn't buy a striker. In the summer, I was like, striker. Or I was like, if you're not going to get a striker, get someone over that left wing who's equally as good as Saka. And we didn't get neither of those two.
None.
Right? So to me, that's where we messed up. I don't think it's,
And that's why we're coming up short in the goal section right now.
I think,
That's why we're coming up short.
we are missing
I still feel
a
alright.
top quality striker time. We're not all right.
At
Because
the
in
moment,
games like Saturday,
Nah, man.
take the refereeing controversy out of it right now.
Yeah.
Right?
We still should have won it.
We're not doing enough in front of goal. Right? Trossard's good player backup though. He's not your out and out man, nor is Martinelli. The only guy in them front three that you almost like, he's your guy, he can change out of nothing and get you a winner is Saka. And he's out.
Yep.
Gabriel
So
Jesus
now
did
we're
well
seeing it even
recently.
more. Jesus has done well, but he's
he had
not an
no-
out and out killer.
and he had no service.
Yeah, he's not an out and out killer.
service.
So
He's
you
not.
need guys in there. Sometimes you need a killer that even when he ain't really got much service, that one moment, boom. That's what Haaland does.
But that's what we're gonna have to
That's
do.
what
in January.
Salah does.
But it's January.
It's January now.
No.
Yeah, that's what we're working.
It's January now.
Working?
Yeah, I know, that's what
The
we're
manager's
working
come out today. He said Wanyeri's out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, which is terrible.
So Sterling, Saka, Ethan,
That's going to push
who
us
else?
even more to the transfer
Havertz.
market.
Havertz,
Ben.
Ben, but we're talking up front. So literally, we are down to our last options, and that's it. So when you look to the bench, just like against Brighton, when you look to the bench and you're saying you need a goal, you're looking at the bench and all you got is defenders sitting there.
Yeah. Anyway, let me do a few more super chats. Simon Panasar says,
Push Gabriel up front or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
if Saliba goes down, the ref would not have gave it. A lot of people were saying that. Gabe M says,
wouldn't have, you're
blame the ref, FC goes at it again.
Yeah, that's right. Blame the ref. That's right. Blame the ref. You got a problem with that? I'm blaming the ref for mucking up.
Joseph Owen says, Rob, not only Arsenal with decisions, it's not only Arsenal with decisions, stop deflecting. Why not focus on the fact that we actually had, if we had a bloody striker, we would have won something by now. I do agree that we need to get a striker. A
won the
striker
FA Cup,
wouldn't have
haven't we?
guaranteed that you'd have won something by now.
Exactly.
But we
You've
do
got
need a striker.
people
And
messing
I'm
up
not deflecting, but when a referee makes a horrible decision,
have
I'm
to call
talking
him
about
or
it.
her
I
out.
don't care. You don't like it. Too bad. If you want to think it's deflecting,
Exactly.
I'm not deflecting, bro. I was at the game.
Exactly.
I was saying I want to see Arsenal doing more.
Exactly.
I was moaning about Arsenal not having an attacker. If you go and watch my interview after the game, I was complaining and saying we must buy a striker, all those things. But referee making a bad decision when you've got VAR to back it up
It's cost us.
needs to be talked about.
Absolutely.
Simple as.
It's
Kaiser
disgraceful.
says, oh my God. Daniel Toshofing, I hope I pronounced it right, has just won the ski jumping Four Hills tournament in the most dramatic, unbelievable way possible. This is history. Daniel Toshofing You absolute hero. We love you.
Absolutely, boy.
I don't know who you are, but...
But this is not skiing. This is football.
Mr. Capley says, Mighty, tell us about your best and worst away trip. Well, the one on the weekend weren't great.
Okay,
right?
best
Because
and
when you're
worst away
driving home
trip.
in that snow after seeing your team,
Is
drop points, that was horrible.
Is that to all of us? Best and worst away trips.
Robbie,
Yeah.
who you
Okay.
I like Brentford. Sorry, I like Brentford the
I'll
other day.
I'll tell you my worst away trip. I've got 3 worst away trips. Birmingham with the dinosaur Alex McKeish. Stoke City with the dinosaur Tony Pulis, and Bolton with the dinosaur Sam Allardyce. And not only that,
Alex
with
Ferguson.
the uninvolved cavemen alleged supporters of Stoke. Because it was like going back in the dark ages when you had to make fire with wood and you had to rub. That's what it was like going
Brighton
back
as
there.
well.
Because no, Brighton a lot like that.
With Morpeth.
Stoke, no, forget about that. No, forget about that. Brighton is all right. The best thing about Brighton
Aston
is
Villa.
Brighton is all right.
Newcastle.
No. Aston Villa's wait because we beat them and the Aston Villa fans emigrated. But no, Brighton is all right because the best thing about Brighton is the Rock. So no, but yeah. That is the worst because going to Bolton, to Stoke, and to Birmingham, and the thing is, and jokes apart.
He means the stadium, not the actual area.
And some of the disgraceful fans, but also on a serious note, the reason why they were worst trips is because that's when Eduardo got his leg broken by the disgraced Martin Taylor. When Vass got his leg broken by the Sunderland by the disgraced Stan Smith. When Aaron got his leg broken by Ryan Shawcross. So those were the worst away trips.
All right. We move on now. I've got more super chats. Wayne Sage says, pre this though, Yardy, imagine if we didn't have the injuries we've had, how much more better off would we have been than last season?
A lot better off.
No, exactly.
A lot better.
But we would. It's like if.
So you're saying we must be better than we were last season because we've got...
But I'm trying to say is we look at it like this here. All right.
Yeah, it's a good point,
It's a good
because
point, but
you could argue, right, like, so for instance, look at all the injuries we've had in defence this season, right? No Ben White, who was a fixture last year, but we haven't missed him as badly as we thought we would.
No, luckily.
We was without Gabriel at times, We've been without, established, left back. Skelly's come in and done well. Calafiori, I thought, was our best player on Saturdays, come in and done well. You know what I mean? So you could argue that the squad is strong, it's just that we've had more injuries.
I hear what you're saying.
The striker.
But
Attacker.
I hear what you're saying, but my thing is that we are exactly the same place.
Yeah, and Wayne Sage says, by the way, only Liverpool and Spurs have scored more goals than us this season.
Look at that.
Alex says, yesterday showed that even Liverpool can have off days.
It wasn't yesterday, it was Saturday.
No, it was yesterday, because he's talking about, you see, weight.
He's talking about
jumping
Liverpool.
in, weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, yesterday showed that even Liverpool can have off days.
Yep.
My issue is that we lack quality and playing style to overtake them.
Yes.
No, also, aside from Saka, we don't have a player who truly makes opponents fear. I think that's a good point.
What about Martin then?
Who?
What about Martin Odegaard?
Yeah, you're fearful, but he's on about in attack.
Yeah.
Who are you scared of? You're scared of Saka. Are you really frightened of the other players? They're good players.
Fine. But that's fine then. If they're not scared of them, then leave them in it.
Why is there is what we're seeing.
I don't believe that.
Again, yes, we are seeing that we are been missing a lot of key players in majority of the season. But even when at times we have had at least 90% of them available, we still at times not looking as convincing as we was before. Now, at the end of the day, as long as we grind out the result and get the 3 points, I don't care. I don't care if it's a pretty football game or anything like that. 3 points is all that I care about because that is what matters on the table come the end of the season. You could have played the prettiest football and end up with nothing. I don't care. I want 3 points. My thing is, there's been times where I feel like Martinelli, for example, I don't get what's happening to him right now.
He got injured. That's what happened.
He was awful when he came on.
Even against Brighton, there was a break on. He got the ball and he started to run, and I'm like, surely he's faster than these guys.
Did you see the body check?
That's not even that. He slowed down to then look back to see if anyone's with him. Where Martinelli, even 2 seasons ago, he would just kick and go. He would be gone, and he's apparently one of the fastest in the league.
Yes, he got injured, didn't it?
Yeah, when is he going to overcome it?
Yeah.
Look what's happened to Gabriel J. Gabriel J is just coming back now to form.
You're making excuses for him.
It's not excuses.
It's 20 games in, and Martinelli still. I can't remember when last I seen him run past somebody.
I'll tell you, listen, I keep on saying it.
I did. When Saka got injured against Palace, he did run past and chip it in for one of the goals. So
But he doesn't do enough.
he doesn't do enough.
Clip Mills says a striker want live. I think he's saying a striker, all right, we need a striker, but he says we don't create enough chances.
No, that's not true.
We need an 8 or a 9. Precise Sign says, suppose we bring a forward, another youngster from the academy to play forward. That's what we have an academy for. Well, that's true, but only if that kid's ready.
Exactly.
You have to be ready for ready for
With all
the
of the sickness and injuries that we have right now, you might see somebody come up from the academy this
Otis
weekend.
Games 24 says we need a striker to allow us to ease the pressure on others. Love the show, guys. Big up to Ty, White Yardie and the Don. Big up. Of course.
Who's that?
By the way, we've had a poll. Was it a penalty or was it not a penalty? 43% of you are saying it was a penalty. 57% are saying no penalty.
I'm surprised it's that big.
Who will I get, Robbie?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Like,
We need someone.
Because January
We need
started,
someone.
And right now, with all
We should be
this,
buying it now.
that's what I'm saying, like not at the end.
That's what we're in for that, aren't we? We're
No,
in for
but-
something.
Listen, people don't want to hear nothing about it.
Windows open.
We need someone now.
Yeah.
You know, but Robbie.
You know how much games we have?
Yes, I know that. But Yardie, Robbie, you know, and I know as well, and I know nothing about business, that is very hard to just do a deal like that.
Yeah.
It is hard, but we've got to get it done.
We've got to get it done. We have to, we have to.
It's not about rumours and links. It's about
Right now, the team needs
advance.
someone. We need a striking option. We need someone to sort of give freshen it up a bit, even for the fans, a little excitement. Because I do feel that, it's a lot of apathy with the fans at the moment.
Why?
Bring someone in exciting, man. Go, that guy, say to him, unleash someone.
Well, why is there apathy though?
Yo,
what's the apathy for?
Yo, Arteta, we need one of them. Yo, Pierre, one of them moments.
One of them sidings, yeah.
That's what we need. He came in January. That's what we need, yeah?
TJ says, I honestly believe that we will win the league. Arsenal
100%.
have battled Man City down the stretch for the last 2 seasons.
Yes.
Liverpool have overachieved and can't keep this moment. Liverpool still have the Everton derby ×2. They do, but
That's true.
we've still got to listen. In no point in we talking about the games Liverpool have got when we slip up in ours.
Yeah, exactly.
If we would have beaten Brighton now,
we should have been.
could you imagine that?
Yeah.
We'd now be 4 points behind them.
Yeah, that sounds better
They'd
than
have a
6.
game in hand, but we'd be 4 points.
Yeah.
That now you started to, if you're a Liverpool fan now, you started to think, boy, they're on their shoulders, man.
Yeah, but 6, they're just like...
But we just did what they did.
Yeah.
So they're still nice.
No, we didn't.
And they got a game in hand.
And it's one less game left.
But we didn't do what they did because they got a penalty. We didn't get a penalty. We got a penalty
It's a
given
draw.
against us.
You know
It's
what
a
I mean by that?
draw, man.
Would you
Thanks to the
take Kola Mwani as a striker, says Alex? I would at the moment. On loan till the end of the season, I would.
Yeah, why not?
We need somebody.
Need something
We
different,
cannot,
just-
this
yeah.
window can't finish and Arsenal have not brought in an attacking player. If we don't, Arteta's going to get some grief, deservedly.
And
This-
if we win,
And
if
we
win
have
the league,
two. We have two important.
and
Listen,
if we win the league,
hold on. We have
is he
two
gonna get grief?
important games.
I don't think
coming
we
up
will win the
this
league,
week,
though, Ty. If we
You know
don't do that, I don't think we win the league.
You know that.
What's that?
We have two important games coming up this Tuesday, tomorrow, and Saturday. That's
I mean,
two
on
cups.
tomorrow we're going to
Sunday,
face tomorrow in Newcastle.
Sunday.
Tomorrow against Newcastle, we're going to face an attack better than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
We're gonna
What do you
see
mean?
a striker that we want.
We're going to face an attack, Ty, better than ours.
I don't know if
What do you
that's
mean you
true.
don't know?
I don't know if that's true.
Alexander
And also-
Isak,
Yeah.
Gordon,
Yeah.
and who plays on the other? Hey, listen, he's not as good. What's the name of? He's
Saka.
playing really well at the moment.
Well, Joe Linton.
Not Joe Linton. Who's the?
Harvey.
He's got the twin brother. Murphy.
Murphy. Yeah.
He's playing brilliantly, by the way.
Okay, so then-
Right? That
okay.
attack right now, Murphy not necessarily. But Gordon.
He's not better than Bukayo, is he?
Gordon.
He's
Well,
not better
actually-
than
He plays on the
No,
left-hand
you're right.
side.
No, you're right. You're
Right
right.
now, he's better
No.
than Martinelli. Gordon
Yes.
is better than Martinelli right now.
Yes.
Right? And Isak is better than the
No,
strikers
their
we
front
got.
three
Thank
will be
you,
better than our
production.
front three.
Yeah, we're going to
Put it
face
that
an
way.
attack better than ours.
And also that you're saying.
We're going to face an attack.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't ever agree with that. And that-
Alexander Isak, the best striker in the league right now.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
Gordon is better than Martinelli and Trossard right
Yeah.
now.
I don't know.
Yes.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'll give
It's
it
facts.
I'll give it to Isak, but I don't know if I'll give it to Gordon. Nah. I don't know about that.
So-
Also that attack you're saying, let's see that attack come and play then. Is that attack going to come at us? Let's see them.
Well,
We don't
listen,
know.
they've been scoring every week. Isak's been scored nearly every game for about the last 8 games,
Remember-
including
But that's
against
not-
us.
What
that's
you need
not
to remember-
NBA.
Including against
At
us.
St James's Park. That's his Emirates where I'm.
Yeah, but he
But
scored.
And so then we'll see that.
Winning goal.
They don't even.
Yeah,
have to, they
James
don't even need to win tomorrow. They just need to not lose.
We need to win.
No, that's exactly. So they just need not
That's
to
a
lose.
better attack than ours.
Because in their mind,
And I'm
in
sorry.
their mind, they can just say, you know what, if we nick a goal,
That's why we
nick a
need to
goal.
go and
But
freshen
if we
it
get
up.
a draw,
Yeah, we
we'll
do.
bring them back
We
to
do.
St. James's Park and finish the job.
We do, but
That's why we need to go and freshen it up,
yeah,
Ty.
we do. But then that's
100%.
down to Bukayo being injured. If Bukayo wasn't injured,
And then the
we wouldn't be saying
weekend,
that, would
we have Man United coming, bouncing high
Yep.
right now.
They would have been high
full
if they
of
beat
confidence. No,
We're
they-
going to
they-
face Spurs
Yep.
next week. Their attack scored more than ours.
Yeah.
They score more goals than us. I know they can't defend, but the attack.
And where
I'm just
they-
talking about attack.
But where
then
are
the
they
week
table?
after that, we're going to face Villa. Right? Again, you could argue without Saka, they've got a better attack than us.
Without, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Without,
but that's what I'm saying.
but
So
we are
that's
without
why
Saka.
we
We
have
are
to
without
go
Saka.
and buy.
And I
Ty.
agree. You never heard me say
All right.
that. You never said I don't agree.
Super Dot Marshmallow says, is Arteta waiting till deadline day to sign Rashford on loan? Big up to you three. Are Arsenal regressing from last season?
No,
we've got to buy a striker.
We've discussed that.
And we
though,
can't
haven't
wait either to know deadline day.
No.
Cryptic Dino says, big up Robbie for the massive contribution to football content. You started this industry yet remain humble. Stay humble, eh? And continue to
that's
help
nice.
creators from other clubs. Thank you very much for that, bro. Let's get into our Boohoo Man of the Week.
Boohoo Man of the Week. I'm going to give it to these guys because I think they... Big up Ethan. I'm not going to lie. Big up to Ethan. You know what I mean? I think that was very stepped up. 17, run down the wing and could have crossed it in. You know, Declan was there. He said, no, let me do this. And he did his thing. So big up to you. Fortunately, you're injured now, so
Shame.
that's a shame. But I'm going to give it to these guys who... They've got a lot of stick from us. And they've been an idiot of the week a couple of times as well. But we're going to give it to the one and only Manchester
Chiefs.
United.
Wow.
You're getting boohoo,
Deserve
man. Yeah, man. Like, look at, you know, they've been on like, they lost 4 or 5 games in a row. You know what I mean? Everybody write them off.
Everyone thought they'd get
Everybody is going to get mashed. Everybody was saying they're praying the game get called off.
Yeah.
They're happy for the snow.
Everybody
There's-
on this sofa as well.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even know what was happening because, you know,
You didn't?
No, you see with Man United, yeah. It's one of them, Man United Liverpool is one of them games where I've seen it even last year where you thought they was going to win. They can go there and just get a draw.
They've done us a favour.
And they did.
But I
They've
said
done us
that
a
to you,
big
Robbie.
favour.
But Robbie, I said that to you, and you
You
said,
did
"Oh,
actually say,
no."
yeah. But I don't think you believed it.
Of
Right?
course I
Now-
believed it. I wouldn't say if I didn't believe it. I know anything can happen in football.
Yeah, well, what was your prediction for the game, by the way? You were showing off about it the other day, how you got it spot on. What was your prediction for the Brighton game?
Oh, no, I didn't.
What was your prediction for the Brighton game? Remember the other day you came in, I told you 2-0, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, that
What was your prediction
Chelsea
for the Brighton
when
game?
Amari scored, didn't it? That was
What was
against
your
Chelsea.
prediction for the Brighton game?
No, but that's
you
Amari.
came in the other
That was
day
Amari, and I said I
when
told
we
you
won
about Amari.
2-0 and you said...
Oh, when we won, when we won.
No.
When
The
we
other
won
day
2-0,
you
yeah.
came in and you said, what did I predict? And the 2-0.
What are you talking about?
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember.
What was your prediction for the game on Saturday?
Robbie, what are you talking about? No, I said.
What
you're
was your
getting-
prediction?
No,
Don't
no,
say
wait,
what you
you're
said.
getting it.
What was the
No, but
prediction?
you're getting it wrong. What I said was, according to production, thank you, production, I've got 2-0 right 4 times. But you also remember.
So what was the prediction
But
for
hold
the game on
Let
Saturday?
me finish, Robbie. But also remember, in one of my fan cams, I said, and I quoted the legend Steve Harvey, who said, even a broke clock is right twice a day. I already said that, so.
But what was your
are you saying
prediction
that?
for Saturday?
Prediction was 2-0, innit?
And what was your prediction for Brentford?
Brentford 2-0.
And what was your prediction for the Ipswich game?
2-0.
It was 2-0, yeah. So-
Anyway, let me move on.
And I got it 4
Right,
times.
so
What was your- sorry, Robbie. What was
just
your
remember
prediction?
that
No,
when
what
they
was
say
your
stay
prediction?
humble there, and you come in here showing off about how you got a 2-0
I
right.
didn't show. When did I show
Right.
off? When did I show off?
Okay, Alex says, Ty, let's be real. We have to strengthen for the better of
Have to,
our
man.
team.
Did I say
not
we
just
should've-
overlooking and saying that we've got enough.
But did I say that? Didn't I say we should strengthen?
All right, Jordan
that.
Evans says, got Laurie to admit he was wrong on the watch long, saying that the transfer window was 7 out of 10 was a criminal take.
Yeah,
Turkish has now been proven to be right.
Yeah, well,
and
Laurie-
Mr. Captain says, Uncle Ty, tell us your best Arsenal 11 of all time. Well, listen, that's going to take too much
That's
time.
incredible. But then,
That's going to take too much time.
listen, whoever said that about Laurie, listen, Laurie is wrong every day, so that's nothing new. Just kidding. Just
Right,
kidding.
who's your idiot of the week?
Anthony Taylor. Emma Hayes. Oh, sorry, I'm on the ban, aren't I? She should be banned.
Idiot of the week.
Somebody actually said just give Emma Hayes idiot of the week just to get him happy. For
No,
week.
ban her.
No.
Get rid of her in football.
Idiot
and I
of the
still
week.
wouldn't be happy.
There's a lot of people who could have got it. Chelsea could have got it as well.
Why? They
I
didn't
mean?
lose.
Doesn't matter. They were running their mouth about us for a long while, and now they're on 4 games that they haven't won. So but they escaped it. I'm gonna give it to the great professional Anthony Taylor.
Unprofessional.
Yeah, no man, he's a great professional. He's
By the
very
way,
good.
that poll.
And well done for calling out that penalty. I think that was Hawkeye. For you picking
Hawkeye,
that
that's it. Hawkeye
out,
is
you
the
were
one that
better than VAR, man. Like, trust me, spot on with that. Well done to you, but you get idiot of the week.
Nah, man,
That's
disgraceful, disgusting,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Let's get into Ask Ty. Some questions for you, Ty. Question Ty. Not question time, question Ty. Duncan 2765 says, Ty, what's your best game at Highbury by the North London Derby win to lift the league? And why and how was the experience?
Wow, that's a great question.
Could be here till
Hurry up.
tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you don't even let me speak before you say hurry up. The best game at Highbury. Gosh.
And you cannot mention the
There's so much. I can't mention the North London Derby.
Yeah.
There's been so many, but it's probably going to have to go down to. There's a couple. There's when the last game against Wigan, which was absolutely incredible. Very, 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 very emotional. With Thierry scoring a hat trick, and us pipping Tottenham to a Champions League place. There was a wicked one when we beat Sheffield United 7-1. That was mad. But listen, it's got to be, out of anything, I can't look any further than beating Leicester City 2-1 to go a whole season unbeaten, because that was just incredible.
Okay. On that one,
Thank you for that.
Lee Brothers IP says, Ty, Preston North End and AC Milan are the first clubs to have achieved the Invincibles before Arsenal. He said, can I say that Arsenal's Invincibles mean nothing?
You can say they mean nothing, but you would be wrong. Just like Laurie, you'd be wrong. Because they do mean something. Because the Invincibles, just talking about Laurie, the Invincibles are in the Hall of Fame. And if you're talking about Preston's Invincibles, they only played 18 games. The Invincibles played 38 games. And if you need a history lesson, which I will teach you now, they won the league at White Hart Lane. So let's talk in magnitude. That is like Liverpool winning the league at Goodison Park. That is like Chelsea winning the league at White Hart Lane. And that is like Manchester United or Manchester City winning the league at the Etihad or Old Trafford. So you can't say they mean nothing. And if you know your football, which it sounds like you don't, AC Milan are in Serie A. They're not in the Premier League. So we're talking about, we're not talking about any other clubs. So you can say the Invincibles means nothing. But if you say they mean nothing, that means you know nothing about football. Thank you, and you're dismissed. Nonsense.
Hey, he's on fire there.
One tie.
UG01 says, if you could bring back one player from the FA Cup winning side, who would it be?
From the FA
and
Cup?
why? Which FA Cup winning side?
Which year?
Which
You've got
year?
to
You've got to say the year.
You've got to
but-
say which year.
All right, pick one. Pick one.
Yeah, all right.
From
Pick
one
one.
FA Cup winning team.
Of course, it would have to be.
I'd love Alexis in our team right now. Prime Alexis in this Arsenal team right now.
Well, you could only go for. It would be toss up between Thierry or Dennis. It depends but it depends.
Now, I'm even thinking not even going to the area. I'm thinking Alexis Sanchez in this current Arsenal team.
Mesut as well
Even Aubameyang.
would be
Aubameyang in this team right now as a striker. We ain't had a striker since Aubameyang.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Have we had a striker since Aubameyang?
But we had Eddie. I'm gone.
But Eddie didn't really get a chance, did he? He didn't. Really play.
Daz Mocha says,
Thank you.
will you guys make a visit to Jamaica? Well, Yardi's there every minute. We're hoping to get there. We're hoping to get there this season.
Is that one of the questions?
Right, and
That's
AFC
not down to me.
Clee 89
Hopefully.
says, Robbie, is it possible? It's supposed to be our question time.
Yeah.
This question's for me.
Yeah.
He says,
It's all right.
Robbie, is it possible for you to put a ban on Ty and Julian from talking on AFTV?
Yeah, of course they can. Now, why don't you come and ban me and see me not headbutt you verbally all the way to another country?
Headbutt you verbally.
That's right. Come and ban me. You come and verbally ban me if you're strong enough, and I'll headbutt you all the way out to another country. You try and do it. If you listen, the person said that if you
It's a bit violent, isn't it?
All right.
I'm talking about if you can
Aggressive,
beat,
man. A lot of
if you
male
can
aggression
beat
right
me,
now.
if you can beat me in a
It's a lot
verbal
of
challenge,
male
you can
aggression.
ban me. If not, just be gone. Try it then.
Calm down with the male aggression, man.
Alex actually, he's got to ask Ty that he's just sent in on as a super chat. He says, Ty, what's your favourite tunes on Arsenal's match day? Give us some playlist recommendations.
Well, I don't get it early enough to hear that.
Why are you always late?
I'm not always late.
I was shocked, man. The man was early at Brighton.
Bright. What do you want?
What, inside the stadium?
But why are you shocked though?
Inside the stadium?
Why are you shocked?
Yeah.
You know why?
But why are you shocked though?
That cheat. You should
the
really
weather.
get it. No, you have to be there early. You have to get
the
inside
weather?
before the
What are you talking
fans
about?
see him.
The
What
weather
fans see me?
and because
Seagulls,
you know what it is as well, right? Because
We
where
the
their
Eagles,
ground
you mean the
is,
Eagles?
it's hard to
The
go into the
Seagulls.
city centre because it's so far away from the city
I
centre.
went there, my friend. You see, you're wrong again, Robbie. I went to the city centre.
So how comes you was on time at the game?
Why can't I be on time? Remember,
You was late, that's why.
no, not always late. Remember in Brighton, you get your match ticket. You can get a train to Brighton
All right?
with your match ticket.
Precise Sign says we need a striker, but Arteta is too negative and he's too defensive. Stop playing Partey in defence. There's two defenders on the bench. He'll cost us. Now, there was a reason why Partey. I heard a lot of people
negative.
moaning about this.
Nah.
There was a reason why Partey was playing
Urine
at
was
right back.
suspended.
And don't get me wrong, he played really well
Oh,
at right back.
superb.
Up against players like a Dingra, you know, Mitoma. These are dangerous players, right?
Mitoma was
He's
on
played
the
there
bench,
already this season. He's done a good
came
job.
off
I remember when he played there against Liverpool, where we all thought he was going to get cooked. He done brilliantly. There's no Ben White. There's no Urian Timber.
Yes.
There's no Tomiyasu. If those
Yes.
three are fit, he ain't playing at right back.
You can't do something
Right?
based on that. too.
And who else was going to play right back?
But you can't do something.
But who else would have
No,
played
but
right
you
back?
see in that
I've
situation.
heard a lot of people say
No,
this.
but you see, all right, you see in that situation.
No, just answer that.
Yeah.
Who else was going to play right back?
All right, so here what I was going to say to that. In that situation, don't you feel like there's been a few times this season where this has happened, where
Yeah.
Partey has to drop the right back?
Yeah.
Don't you feel
But
like...
I'm on about this particular
I know,
game.
but hold on. Don't you feel like Arteta should have a different maybe game plan for when that does happen?
how-
Where he could maybe even say go free at the back?
But supposing that he's tried it in training, it don't work, right? Supposing
don't-
he's
yeah,
tried.
exactly.
He's,
Maybe-
don't
maybe
you
has,
think?
but
Don't you
maybe
think
he
he
hasn't.
tried? Don't you think he might have tried out other players to play in that right? I heard Partey's the other day say, "Listen, I've played right back before in my
Yeah,
career.
but you know,
I've played right wing."
He's so good in midfield.
We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. But Declan Rice can also play as a defensive midfielder. And a lot of these people who keep moaning and saying, "Oh, he's playing at right back, he has to play," were the same ones at the start of the season saying, "Why is Partey still here? He's always injured.
Yeah.
Get rid.
Oh, no.
Get him out." Like I'm hearing man saying about Tomiyasu now.
Yeah.
And if he comes back now, has 5 good games and puts in a transfer, wants to leave at the end of the season, everybody be cussing him. You can't be revisionist.
True.
The man played at right back against Liverpool and did well. He's played in that position this season. He's looked solid. Don't get me wrong, he's not a right back. He don't really give you much going forward, but there's no one else. Ben White plays there, he's out.
Takehiro.
Tomiyasu's out.
Oleg is out.
Timber's suspended, right? Zinchenko, people were saying play over there, is not a right back.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly's a left-footed, he's a midfielder playing as a left back. It makes sense when you're coming up against a team like Brighton that are known for their wingers,
Put Martinelli
Minter,
around there, yeah, man.
Adingra, Mitoma, that you're going to put a novice or
Turek.
experiment out there.
Yeah.
I saw nothing wrong with that. I know we lose what he offers in midfield. But I think to just cuss Arteta for that, that's when I then look on it and say, nah.
No, I agree with that. There wasn't nobody there to play that position.
I don't think he's negative.
It's just like me, I say, yo, like, is there nothing else we can do then? Put 3 at the back.
Josephone says, guys, would you take Mateta or Delap? Premier League proven. Listen,
I don't know.
I don't know.
they're not the long-term. I want better quality than those guys, if I'm being honest. Right? I'm saying now, even go and get someone in on loan till the end of the season. And then at the end of the season, if you can't get your ideal guy, just get somebody on loan. But to me, if it was down to them two at the end of the season or they were available right now, they're not your long-term answers. Right? No context, Richard D. Hall says, Alexis was our best player of the Emirates era. He was so special.
One of the best.
People forget how good he was.
Yeah, that's true.
Who would you say is the greatest of the Premier League era? That's a good question. Who would you say is best player of the Premier League era?
Oh, you mean what, in our team?
Premier League era.
Or outside? Well, then it's already been proved.
Sorry, Emirates area. Apologies.
Oh.
no concept. Best player of the Emirates era. So Emirates Stadium era. Who would you say is our best player in the Emirates era?
That's a great question.
Not Highbury, Emirates.
Wow.
Sanchez definitely is a shout.
That's a great
He is
question.
because even I saw some clips the other day and I was like, yo,
He was
he
brilliant.
left too soon.
Even he said it, innit?
He even said it, like, yeah, he shouldn't
It's his
have
own
went.
fault. He shouldn't have went.
Yeah, man, he shouldn't have went. And I mean, he was good for us. I think, you know what,
Great
yeah?
question, you know.
Because you have to look on who won cups as well, right? Wouldn't you? Or are you just going to look on people who score goals?
Yeah,
Because
but-
you have to look on
you
who.
could measure as well.
Because
I think it's a good shout, Alexis Sanchez. He was
Sanchez,
exciting as well. wasn't he?
definitely. I think
Aubameyang?
Aubameyang did have
Pierre?
two. I think until his last part of his season, before he left the last part there, before that he was phenomenal, man. Come on, the guy was scoring like crazy goals. I feel
Sanchez is a good
Walcott was good as
He's a
well
good
for
shout.
us.
Fabregas?
Theo was good. Cesc as well, yeah, Cesc as well.
yes, that's yeah,
Before he cried.
Walcott.
Yeah, I feel
Theo
like Theo was
Theo was
decent.
good.
I'm not saying
Decent,
I'm
but
naming
not
names.
best of the
no,
Emirates era.
no,
but he's very good, very good,
you have
very
to think of what we're
Best of the
talking about.
Emirates era? No, not
No,
Walcott.
very good.
He's
very
up
good,
there,
very
man,
good.
because the amount of goals he scored, man. He scored a lot of goals for us.
Very good.
He
I'm
scored a
just
lot
telling
of goals for us.
Certainly more effective than our wingers at the moment, though.
Yeah.
But also,
Apart from Saka.
but don't
To
forget.
be honest, some of our wingers
Probably
can go-
Saka.
So,
You could say
yeah.
best of the Premier League
Well,
era.
well, yeah, that's
Emirates
true.
era.
Yeah,
actually,
no, there's no betting it. But then with other players, don't forget Thomas Vermaelen. I thought he was superb. And even though Lauren did some
Always
nonsense.
Yeah,
Sorry?
yeah,
Always
you're
injured.
right. You're right.
No, but when he was fit, he was good.
Yeah.
Lauren as well, even though he does some nonsense.
Sanya was good in the
Baccarat, brilliant. What's his name? Even though he did nonsense, Lauren Koscielny. I thought Lauren was very consistent. Santi Coffola
Van
as well.
Persie.
Santi
Van
Cazorla.
Persie.
Van Persie.
Van
We're forgetting,
Persie,
yeah.
you know.
Van Persie, Santi Cazorla.
Yeah, Santi's he's in
No,
my.
you know what?
He's in my
I
team.
think.
Ooh,
I
there's a
think.
lot of good ones.
I think no, when you know.
Santi's up there.
Yeah.
Santi.
Santi's up
Yeah.
there. He was at the ground the
Yeah.
other day. yeah.
Jack as
Yeah.
well. Jack Wilshere.
I don't think he did enough though.
You know.
He's
No, Santi got injured.
Martinelli
injury.
and Perez versus Saka and Lundberg.
No, Saka.
Gabriel M1 and Robbie versus.
No.
No, but you can't. You got to have. You can't. But that's one invincible. You can't have. You can't have that.
The thing about it, yeah, is
No,
that
you can't
I
have
feel like
Thomas Rosicky.
Thomas,
I feel
yes.
like
Injured too much,
you know the thing is, I feel like if
Brilliant goals,
when
though.
people, if you look at like
I like the Santi
no,
shot.
but hold on, if you look at
Yeah.
Arsenal's team, right, and you used to say, right now pick a starting 11 of current and past,
Somebody said that.
who you're gonna
Oh,
put
best
in there?
11. I
Saka
don't think I'll
goes
back
in.
to that.
Yeah.
So
Odegaard goes in.
you think
Best
so?
11.
Over Fabregas.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Like you have to start like picking.
Gabriel's in there. Saliba's in there. Emirates era.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sol's in there.
Yeah, but I'm more putting Sol in the. I'm more
Martin in
putting
there.
Sol in the Highbury era.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
saying of the Emirates
Yes,
area.
you are right.
Emirates
Gabriel
era.
and Saliba, definitely.
I'll tell you, Emirates. Actually, also players the Emirates era to be in there. Raya, I think's in there.
David, yeah.
He's really
I don't
impressing
think
me
we
as
had a
keeper
better keeper than him there.
right now.
David, yeah.
Gabriel and Saliba are in there.
Alexis, Santi,
Yeah.
Mesut.
You can't.
Put him in there.
Put.
But where are you going to put Mesut Ozil?
Where you go put Fabregas?
Fabregas is in there.
So
Fabregas is
you have
in
too
there.
much
Saka's
choices
in
now.
there.
You have too much.
Robin as well.
You have
What
too
about
much.
Giroud?
Over who? Aubameyang, Van Persie.
You know, I think Van Persie's a striker.
Yeah, it has to be.
Over Aubameyang.
Yeah. So you'd have Sanchez. Your front would be
Alexis.
Saka, Van Persie, Sanchez would be your front, and then you'd have what? Cesc
Gabriel.
and
Says Fabregas, Santi.
no Özil.
That's what makes it hard.
Yo, the midfield would be the most difficult to pick.
That'd be
Who's
incredible.
your holding player in that? Rice.
Rice.
Rice holding, and then you've got
Rice.
Santi and Cesc.
Rice.
And in the defence of, in goal, as I said, Raya, Saliba, Gabriel,
Gabriel, yeah.
right, on the left back,
Could even.
right
Ben
back.
White?
You could even.
Right back, Ben White.
Because
yeah.
we ain't had much like
Right back, Ben White.
Bellerin
Back
for
left.
years.
But
No,
Bakary
no,
was-
no,
Nah.
Ben White, right back.
Bakary was good though. Bakary was good. You're right.
Yeah.
Bakary was good.
Left back.
Bakary Sani you could have there as well. He was
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah,
player.
Superb for us.
But then left back.
And then the left back. Who'd be the left back?
That's a great question.
We had Gibbs.
You had Gale. You had Gale. Gale was
you
still there, wasn't he,
Gibbs.
for a while?
Gibbs, Martin.
Kieran, fantastic. Gale as well.
Clichy.
Yep.
Cliche.
Remember he was invincible. Gale was an
Put
invincible.
Timber them on.
Urian.
Just put Timber over
Good
there.
one. It's a good one. Well done for that.
Fantastic.
Yo, Robbie,
You
how
guys
can you...
pick yours.
Yeah, Dan Man Dodo says, yo, Robbie, how can you forget Nicholas Bent? Exactly.
No,
I did
he,
forget him.
he's a
For
super
a reason.
sub.
But you're but to be fair,
He'd have been good on our set pieces right now because he was good in the air.
But to be fair to Nick,
You don't like him, but it's Robin Van Persie. So he would definitely be Robin
Yeah,
Van
has
Persie
to
as
be,
our
have to be.
striker.
Who says we don't like him? We don't like what he did. Doesn't mean we don't like him.
Sud says, big up, guys. 5 a.m. in Australia. Robbie, we could have moved Rice into right back. How many times has Rice played
I don't think
right
so.
back? No.
Exactly.
He can do the overlap, defensively solid, and still keep Partey at number 6. I don't think so. I heard Partey the other day saying, I played right back, I played right wing. I know how to play that role. It's about knowing the role as well. I think Declan Rice can play anywhere, but, a lot of people giving a shout for Monreal.
Nacho, yes. Nacho, yes. Fantastic player. Who can play centre.
Over
centre
Santos
back.
as well.
Yeah, no, but Andre's
definitely
no, but Andre's a forward though, isn't he? Andre was a forward.
He's play a left back.
Yeah, but he was a forward, isn't he?
Don't forget as well, we have
Ashley
Song.
Cole's not really the...
Song.
He wasn't Emirates era.
He was gone. He was gone. So
Alex Song, we're missing, says Brian Lucky. Ramsey.
Listen,
yeah.
Aaron,
yes.
Sammy Nasri.
I would put Partey
Not
in,
Sammy,
or I'll
not
put
Sammy.
Partey in as my holding.
Partey.
Sam is a disgrace. Sam is a
I would have
disgrace.
Partey, Ozil, and
Addy Boyle?
Fabregas.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. He's another disgrace. No. Come on. When you talk about players, apart from Robin, you got to be, if they're disgraces, they don't get anywhere near the team. So bun Ashley, even though he's invisible, bun Ashley, bun Emmanuel. Nonsense. I forget what Emmanuel did with that nonsense.
That's actually a good question, like to create
It's a brilliant question. It's a brilliant question.
Yeah, it's a great question,
I'll
but
have to
we've
come back to my
run
first
out
level.
of time, people. So unfortunately, we've run out of time. I'm not taking any question. I'll take a question from you, Yardi, but not from Ty.
You mean a question? Was it a question? It's not a question. That's all I say
Is the
something.
show finished now?
The show's finishing now.
I just want
That's
to
the
say something.
question.
Yeah, and I'm not taking no questions from Ty because he came here late.
What do you mean question? No,
We're going to
you
actually
didn't know
start the show a bit earlier
Robbie,
today
what are you
because I had a
talking about?
meeting at 7
Sorry,
o'clock.
and I'm sorry
but
for
because
that.
he came here late,
No, but you
that
didn't-
completely messed up that meeting.
Well, you didn't tell
now
me.
he wants a question. So
I didn't say
want to thank
question.
Boohoo Man.
I just
Big
wanted
up
to
Boohoo
say
Man.
something.
Boohoo Man, don't forget use the code AFTV10.
What's your question?
And you can get an additional
Well done.
10% off all Boohoo Man clothing. So
Okay,
make
I'll
sure you
have to say
click
it
the
then.
link in the description or scan that QR code on the screen. Thank you to you, Yardi. Thank you to you, Ty. Thank you to the
Robbie.
production team. Goodbye. We're out.
Thank you very much to everyone. Peace
finished.
and
Show's done.
good luck. Well done to
Show's done.
Layla Herbert for signing a new contract. That's what I want to say. I didn't want to even ask about
Finished.
a thing. What do you mean? But you didn't tell me though.
done.
No, you didn't tell me, Robbie. You never told me. You know, it's all right. It's all right. You know what? He'll be my fan cam then. He'll be my fan cam.
What boy?
Yeah.